Morning everybody. How are you? I'm in my garden and I hope this works. So I thought I might just start off here. Morning Stephen. I can't see who's here, so I can't say good morning because I'm on my phone in the garden. I hope the connection's all right. Hi Marg. I was just thought I'd show you some flowers. Hello Gems. Gems. Hi Joe. Ignore the rubbish there. It's just it's only a little bit. I've picked some flowers, a few flowers. This is my lovely bit of garden. Morning Jane, morning Sylvia, morning Ellen, morning Suzanne. I hope the connection's all right because I know my internet does not reach out here often. That's my pond, but it's really overgrown. I need to sort that out. This is just the top bit of my garden. My gunner has gone crazy. Morning Lisa, morning Sylvia. Here, I just wanted to show you my lovely rose. I planted this in for my mum in honour to remember her. It's called For Your Eyes Only. She was a James Bond lover, so that was sort of a great thing, but it's gone absolutely mad. I need to deadhead it a bit. And I also like that rose that clambles up there. And these hostas have taken over the world. This one has especially. So I've picked just a few little bits. I don't like cutting flowers out the garden. I feel like I've spoilt their life here. This is that big daisy that I did the other day. Hi Kate. This is that big daisy thing. Look at the size of the leaves. They're enormous. I mean, that's my hand on it. Oh God, I can't reach. They're really big. I found out what it's called and now I've forgotten. And I always like this bit with the ligulera and the purple toadflax. I think it's purple toadflax. And that's a cardoon up there. And that's Angelica, which has actually done something this year. My garden goes right the way down there and round the corner. My vegetable garden's down there. So, but I just look at all my daisies. Daisies have taken over. Some Queen Anne's lace there. I'm going to paint some of that this morning. This one. This one. It's different to the what do you call it? Hogweed. It's different. And I've also got a thistle this morning to paint as well. So just a quick zippy round of my garden, which I've named Rosemary's Garden now after my stepmom, who died a couple of weeks ago. She loved gardening. These are really pretty colour. I hope the connection's all right still because I'm getting further away. Look at the lovely poppies. And that down there. And then it goes all the way down there and round there. And that's my dragon. Everyone needs a dragon. Right. God, there's things blown everywhere. These are really nice. These ponds and ferns and things. It's just wild. I like a wild garden. Hi, Fran. Right, I'm going to go in. And start painting. I wasn't sure if this was going to work. So that's my herby garden bit. There's things there. It's my quails. This is just rubbish waiting to go to the tip. There's my guinea pigs having their breakfast. Hi guys. Sushi, and that one over there is kimchi. Hello. They're not going to squeak. Normally they say morning. They shout at me. Don't look at the mess. Don't look. It's where I like to sit. Right, studio. Bear with me just while I do this, and oh, something's happened while we're pressed. Let me get you in the right place. Let me get the live up on my iPad so I can see who's here and chat properly, because I can't see it properly on my phone. Come on. Oh, I've got to watch an ad. All right, the connection was good. Thank you, Suzanne. I was worried that it was going to be rubbish. Rubbish. I'm going to do another pen and ink this morning because I can, and this is going to annoy me, this bit. I might just zoom in a little bit. Adjustments going on. Lens clean, because I always forget. There we go. This might be a longer one this morning. Right, I'm back. Mark wants to know, why do I have a dragon in my garden? Because my garden used to be a pub. Well, my house used to be a pub until not so long ago, and the dragon's a slide, and it's got I've got a hammock hanging off its wings, so I sit most of the evening. These are the little paintings I did yesterday. So the light's weird again in here. I'm not sure if I like my desk under the window, and that makes the light a bit weird. Sorry, I'm coughing. I did a few more yesterday after the ones I showed you, and I think this one, they're up on Etsy. I think this one's sold, and that one's sold, and I've got these two left. That, oops, can't get them out. These two are the ones are left. I think there's two left. Thank you everyone who bought these pads and the blotting paper. They've all sold out. They all sold out straight away. So thank you for that. Right, let's get on some painting. I've been chatting for like 10 minutes already. I hope you like my garden. I like my garden when it's calm and nice, and the weeds have taken over a bit. I haven't got clean water, I'm sorry. I've got my dip pen. This is just a normally dip pen. I'm going to have some of these for sale shortly, along with these little dropper bottles, and along with some of these palettes, and also the spray mister that I damp down my watercolours with, and along with some pipette things. I think that was all I ordered. Yeah, I think so. So I'll have some super supplies so you can use your bleach and that. But that would be next week, probably. Sorry, I've got a cough now. What am I doing? Right, I'm just seeing what I've got 100 and I think this is 140 pound cold pressed paper. It might be 350 gram, which is 100, I don't know, which is a bit more. And I'm going to do like a pen and ink, and what should I start off with? I picked these, let me show you, these guys. I picked these guys out the garden this morning. I might start off with this thistle, because it's damn prickly thing. Oops. He's prickly, but I'll put him there. So I'm just going to start by painting. That's what I do. The things. Oh, hi Tenor. Who else haven't I said hello to? Hi Rachel. Sorry if hi Anne-Marie. So So if I haven't said hello to everybody, I couldn't see to begin with properly, and now the chat's going, it all goes up. But hi to everyone who's joining me. And if you're new here, hello, and thank you for coming along. Come and say hi in the chat. We're lovely here. It's our morning chat. But I've got green gold. I don't know why I've got this one here. I was just like, I've got is this green gold? Yeah, something like that, or sap green, something like that. And I'm just going to paint the. I know I had this because I've got a nice green here that I like. You can't see. I'm over here. I've got like 3 palettes balanced on top of each other. Balancing acts. I'm good at balancing things, apparently. Hi, Sylvie. Hi, Jill. It's all right. You just missed my garden. Right. I'm going to just roughly paint this, and then I'm going to do pen and ink over the top. So these are little ones. They get bigger, and then they have purple flowers around them. These are teasels, by the way, anyone who doesn't know what they are. And they're damn spiky, even along the stems. And I love a teasel because they collect water further down as it gets. This is a little botanical lesson here. Further down, as the leaves get bigger, they form like places where the water collects. And insects die in the water pools, and they devour them as nutrients to grow, as well as from their roots. So they're like a carnivorous plant because they collect the water. Amazing things. I'm not going to make this too spiky. Sorry, I've got a bit of a croaky throat this morning. It's because I didn't get much sleep last night. If you've got any questions, try doing it in capitals, because then I don't miss it. I try not to miss it anyway. I try. I try and answer all the questions. Ooh. So I'm just mixing up. I can do the, Mr. Blotting, come here. Didn't like that. Did it a bit weirdly. Thank you, Lisa. I'm glad you appreciate my facts about flowers. I know some random shit. It's because I like teasels. They're fantastic plants. I like all thistles. Thistles are like my favourites. I've got quite a lot in the garden. I'll have to do I've got fluff in my palette because this has been under my desk. I have to do a, a tour of my thistle garden. And my poisonous plants. Like stem. I'm trying not to be too detailed, although I do get carried away because I'm just used to painting. So I forget that I'm supposed to be doing pen and ink, aren't I? Yeah, I like to know about my flowers. I think if you're painting flowers, I think it's good if you know about them as well. And you know, I do have trouble remembering their names though, I must admit. It's like that yellow daisy yesterday, and I found out it's called I wrote it down in Inula, a giant Inula, or Inula magnificata, magnifis, or whatever, if you want the botanical name, which was this one. But it's so pretty. It's there looking at me. Oh, Suzanne said she's did the pen and ink. Did it turn out well? Hope so. This is a baby one here. It's quite effective. You can, like, if you're good at drawing and that, or you don't really have to be good at drawing, it's just the mixture of, it's easy. I always use, if I've got a really crap watercolour that I really don't like, if you put pen and ink over the top of it, it sort of saves it. Not dissing the people who do it properly, but I find it's a way of saving crap watercolours. Hi, Kook. I'm going to call you Kook because I can't say the all long word all in one. I have trouble speaking as it is. And this one, I haven't got the spikes really on this. Maybe I ought to do a few. I was going to do it with, but I mustn't forget that I'm using some ink in a minute. I might try and do some green ink. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Oh. I'm just going to use Mr. Blotting to blot out a little bit of this middle and that one, just to give it a bit of highlight. Right, that's the inky part done, and I might have to dry it with the hairdryer. Actually, I've got my dip pen here, and I'm just going to try and use the watercolour that's there, that's wet, before I come in and try and do some spiky spikes. Then I'll come in with the ink in a minute. So use what you got there, and I keep dripping water over everything. And I've got splodges everywhere. Never mind. Let me get my dryer. I don't know if it's plugged in. Yeah, it's plugged in. Sorry about the noise. Won't be a second. See the paper's curling up when I'm doing this. If you do it on the back as well, it flattens it out. Magic. No, it's too long that way. Right. Stick that over there. Try not to set fire to things with that. Yeah, spiky spikes is much spikier than spikes. Didn't you know that, Stephen? Right, I've got some green ink here. I'm not sure if they're the same colour actually. Almost. I think this one, I'm going to use this ink. It's acrylic ink, and it's not going to come open because I haven't used it for ages and ages and ages and ages. I think that's all right. Just look in there and go, ooh. You watch all my videos, Jem. You'll be there for ages and ages. I don't know. I think I've got like 500 videos up or something like that. I don't know. I've lost count. It was only a little bit, Jill, so you didn't miss too much. I just wanted to show everybody. I'm using green ink today, and I'm not sure whether it's. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be all right. It's quite a bright green, a vivid green. Kooky. I like that. I'm going to try and do some spikes to make it look spikier. The thing is with pen and ink, you don't have to do too much to suggest what you want. And you can be scribbly and you can be really detailed. I'm trying to get the lines of the because it's quite liney, the stem. And some spikies, because it's really spiky, like very spiky, because they're spiky spikes, more spikier than spikes. And you don't have to do too much, as I said before when I did this. Shall I zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing? See a bit clearer. Might have to scoot along a bit. Move along now. Is that better? Is that clearer? Might be. A bit dark again this morning. Ooh. Yay, you can see really close up. One of my art teachers, I always remember this when I was drawing, he said that if you do it darker where things cross over, make an emphasis on there, then it suggests where things join and things, and you don't have to do too much more drawing because your eye does everything else. So that's what, and it's stuck with me for, God, when was I at school? It's scary when you think back. More than 30 years ago. Damn, that's a long time. My dog's going crazy in the garden. Cyril's back in form this morning. He's been a bit weird lately, but so this ink isn't that dark, so but if I do it more intensely in places, it does make it look like it's darker than it actually is. You don't have to go around everything. I'm just trying to, I like, the way I draw is quite scribbly. I do like the noise this makes, it's nice. I don't know what my dog's barking at. I'm gonna tell him off. I thought I shut the door. I forgot, didn't I? Because I was doing the walking around the garden thing. Oh, do you still feel bad, Kate? Sorry about that. This weather doesn't help. It needs to be sunny and nice. I'm making that blob like the top of the, what do you call it? Thing. The leaf, that's the word I was looking for. And I'm going to add some sort of spikes in as I go down. Let me zoom out because I think I finished that one. Yep, that's it. Finished that one. And that looks quite nice. And I'm going to add another flower here or something. What should I add? A grass. A grass would be nice because they tend to grow in the grass, or grass, if you're from Yorkshire, up north. Thank you, Sylvie. Right, I'm going to do a grass. And I'm going to have, I've got my balancing palettes here. I'm going to have for my grass, I've got number 4 palette balancing on top of everything. So I'm just seeing how this sort of hangs. It sort of goes over that way. Oh, I haven't got a Naples yellow. See, I've got everything all over the place. I'm going to use a bit of Naples yellow in with this because I want that colour of the end of it. Ah, thank you, Cookie. It's lovely of you, thank you. Right, too wet. Get off. Right, I'm just painting the. It won't stay still. I'll have to put it down. See, I'd be put off painting this because it's far too much detail in the thing, but I can do that with the pen. So I'm just painting like the shape of it. Then it comes down to the green. So I'm moving my palettes all around. So I'm confusing beginners. And then it's got a bit here, a bit of grass, the grassy leaf bit that comes out. I'm going to do that in sort of like that. Make this a little bit bigger because it is longer than that. Like, I wanted to get the droopiness of it, but I haven't quite caught it. And I've got another bit of grass here, which is this one, which is different. I've got so much grass in my meadowy grass, it's lovely. It's probably what's making me cough, actually. I do get a bit of hay fever. And there's all this grass seed. My brother's dog is a pug, and he got a grass seed behind his eyeball. Poor baby. So I'm just thinking where to put this one. It's quite a straight one. I might put it like up. No. Where will it look good? Yeah, I think I might do it here. My artist terminology makes you howl with laughter, Stephen. Thank you. I pride myself on it. I'm very knowledgeable. I know all the right words to use. I make up words. This one I haven't quite got right. It's got like extra bits on it. I haven't got the colour right, and I haven't got the Cyril. I've got no idea what he's barking at this morning. Ooh, fluff. Marie wants to be a grandma soon. They can wait. Yeah, I told my daughter that I didn't want to be a grandma till I was 60, but alas, it happened last year, so it's good fun though. I miss them though, even though they're coming up for a visit. Yay! You can listen to her in the background of my live chats soon. Oh, Cyril, so naughty. Right, that's my grassy bits done. And I'm going to use brown ink for these because I don't think that green's quite right. Cyril! He's upstairs in the bedroom, laying in bed, barking. Probably because he can hear a dog somewhere like 10 miles away, something like that. me just rinse this because it's got colour on it. Right, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see, because you don't need to see my palette anymore. Zoom, how zoomy can I go? Oh, there we go. That's quite zoomy, isn't it? It's still a bit wet. I don't want to just blot it a bit. All these different grasses have names, but I've got no idea. I have to look them up, but there's so many. Yeah, yellow card for Cyril, but he's inside already, so I can't. Suzanne's got 9 of them. Gosh. They are lovely. All kids are lovely, though. Well, most of them, except for ones that throw eggs. I'm trying to like draw in the little grass seeds just to give it a bit more detail. They have like little wispy bits on the top of them. Can you think all those seeds turn to grass? No wonder I've got so much of it. You don't have to do every... I'm not doing a botanical painting here. So it's just getting the feeling. If you get the feeling for a plant, the way it falls and a little bit of its detail, then you can get away with most things. Artistic license is good. You can just add in extra bits just with the pen. It's a bit wet there. Sorry, you couldn't see that, could you? I forget that I'm zoomed in. Just did this bit. Let me work on this one. Oh, Cyril. He's so lazy, my dog. He's like just sitting in bed, barking. So I'm not going to do every little detail on this grass because it's quite fluffy. But I'll try and make it look like it is what it is, because it is what it is. Yeah, I don't do the zoom on when I'm painting because I know people like to see me, the palette. So I'm getting a bit bored of doing these bits, but I get bored very easily. That's why I paint wet and wet. Because I can't... I haven't got the patience for things to dry. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry, I forget. I'm zoomed in. I'm just doing the leaf at the bottom. Remember the zoom, let's see. scribbly bits. I'm going to zoom back out now because I think I'm finished. I don't think I was going to add some. I did pick these, or I could do this actually. This might be interesting. Oops. Sorry, I'm just getting some flowers. Let me zoom out because zoom out, not in. This might be a bit interesting, but it might be a bit much. I could like paint it there. Yeah, let's do that. This is Honesty. It hasn't gone silver yet. So it's called, I don't know, Honesty's called something else as well, and I can't think what it is in a minute. So these are a lovely purple colour. And I've got some nice purple here, so which is the purpley reddy green. I like the purpley reddy green. So I've got like a million purples in this corner. I've got Moon Glow, which is a purple colour. I've got Bright Violet, which is a mission colour, and I've probably got some various other purples sat in there, but it's not red enough. So I've got some cadmium red in the corner here. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of red in it. Sort of makes the colour. Oh yeah, that would do. And then I'm going to drop in some green as I go. So this, I'll probably end up painting over what's underneath it, but it doesn't matter. I don't think these pods have quite developed yet. I'm trying not to do it too detailed. Maybe I can zoom in for the no, I won't because I'll forget. I was going to zoom in for the painty bit. Right, that's the top of that one done. I haven't got the shape of that quite right, have I? So painted over the top of that one. Sort of using a bit of artistic license here and sticking it where I want it to go. I think I might leave these end bits, these pointy bits for my ink. Let's just do the stem. I think that purple makes it look good. Yeah, money plant, thank Mark. Money plant, Honesty. Oh, they're called silver dollars as well, something like that. Something like that. I'm just dropping in a bit of green gold as well, because it's got the green bits in it. You can see it's quite green, that's where the seeds are. Greeny bits. Yeah, and greeny green is more green than green. I've been talking like my stepmum. That's where it's coming from. He sadly passed a couple of weeks ago. But she always used to say like mincy pies and Isey Wisies and things like that. So I've been speaking like that a bit. Just do a few, and it's got some bits on it, but I might leave that for the, I want to do another big one. Might do one here, because I think it might, I don't know, don't spoil it. Maybe I'll make that one into a bigger one. Yeah, that works. Let's do that one. Drop some green in. Plop. Right, that's the, oh, I can't help it, can I? I have to put a bit of bleach in it. Dryer. This is the last bit I'm doing because I have been painting a little while. Right, I'm going to, oh, now I've spudged that. Yay, that would do. Oh. So I'm trying to put my, I have got some purple ink. I think this is purple. Dioxide purple, yes, that would be purple. I was going to do purple ink on this. That's mean, Stephen. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I've got purple ink here and I'm just going round it. Shall I zoom in again? Might help. Zoomy, zoomy. And you can see, zoom. Doesn't always zoom this. Scoot over. There we go. So you can see where I squidged it. Oh well, I'll just leave it. Maybe I can turn it into another one that's behind it with my inky drawing. Yay! That works. I have to do another one now to just bring equilibrium back to the painting. It's all better now. Oh, you can't see me down there. I keep forgetting. I'm just putting in the little detail-y bits that there are, and that. And then I think I'm done. Let me just do a, I think it needs another one that's not painted, that's it. Right, finished. You can see the shadows. I'm going to have to put my light a bit closer, I think. So that's this morning's pen and inky thing. I might do the same again tomorrow, and because I quite like doing this. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. I'm glad it inspires you. If I inspire someone to go and have a go, that makes me happy. So I'm just putting the lids on my inks because I'm so clumsy. I'll probably knock it over. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Oh, thank you, Kate. I've lost the lid to this one. Can anyone see it anywhere? I'm like forever losing things. It's like I found a key yesterday that I was supposed to be looking for. I actually found it. I was like, yeah, I found the key. And then this morning, I was like, where the fuck did I put the key? Sorry, I shouldn't swear. where the hell did I put the key? And I still couldn't find it. And I was just looking everywhere. And then it was like right in front of me. I put it on my desk here to put in an envelope. So dumb. So I can't find the lid to this. It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right. You can use any inks, by the way, or liquid watercolours, anything. Just gonna... Right. Thank you for joining me, guys. I'll put this up on Etsy. I'll give it a thing if anyone wants it. Tomorrow I will do another one, another pen and ink. I've got lots of daisies in my garden. Alzheimer's. No, I just think I've got too much on my brain. Right. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Night, Stephen. Have a nice sleep. Night, everyone, and good morning as well, because it's night and morning in places. Right. I'll see you tomorrow. I might be in the garden again in the morning. I'd like to do one where I actually paint in the garden, but I don't think that will work. Right. Thanks. Bye.